It's now time to introduce to you the 2021 Canes starting lineup. First on offense. It's now time to Tonight it's a very special time, for we will be recognizing those who are our seniors on our canes. And if you would, please save your applause till I get all the names out so that each name can definitely be heard. We start with Lathan Curry. Lathan has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight are Lawrence Curry and Kenya Curry. After high school, Lathan plans on going to art school in Atlanta and major in animation. Lathan Curry. Denaris Goodwin Jr. Denaris has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight is his mom, Natasha Foster, and his father, Denaris Goodwin Sr. After high school, Denaris plans on attending college to major in physical therapy. Denaris Goodwin Jr. Michael Green. Michael has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight are his mother, Trina Hope, and his father, Ray Green. After high school, Michael plans on joining the United States Marine Corps and becoming an officer. Michael Green.
Mason, make sure you center them up when you do
it. Don Hill. Don has played football for 3 years. Escorting him tonight is his mom, Stephanie Hill, and his dad, Don Hill Sr. After high school, Don plans on attending Georgia Southern University and majoring in business. Don Hill. E.J. Lightsey. E.J. has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight are Lawana Snelling and George Lightsey. After high school, E.J. plans on attending the University of Florida and have a double major in business and real estate. E.J. Lightsey. Jaheim Love Tillman. Jaheim has played football for 3 years. Escorting him tonight is Jeffrey Tillman. After high school, Jaheim plans on joining the United States Army to become a diesel mechanic. Jaheim Love Tillman. Michael Martinez. Michael has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight is his mom, Angelica Trejo, his dad, Jorge Aguazul. At this time, Michael has not determined his exact plans for after high school. Michael Martinez. Jacorian Polk. Jacorian has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight is his mother, Monica Polk, and grandmother, Cheryl Polk. After high school, Jacorian plans on attending college to play football and to major in engineering or physical management. Jacorian Polk. Ethan Rogers. Ethan has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight is mother Leslie Taylor and father Mark Taylor. At this time, Ethan's plans for after high school are undecided. Ethan Rogers. Michael Smith Jr. Michael has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight is mother Sherelle Mulline, father Michael Smith Jr. He plans on attending culinary arts school to become a chef. Michael Smith Jr. Taylor Spivey. Taylor has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight's mom, Susan Spivey, and dad, Scott Spivey. After high school, Taylor plans on attending the University of Georgia. Taylor Spivey. Jaden Stanley. Jaden has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight's mother, Bridget Watts, and father, Reggie Stanley. After high school, Jaden is planning to attend a 4-year college to major in business management and to continue his football career. Jaden Stanley. Donald Wilcox. Donald has played football for 3 years. Escorting him tonight is his mother, Takoria Craddock. After high school, Donald plans on attending Georgia Southern University to study physical therapy. Donald Wilcox. Zytavius Wilcox. Zytavius has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight is Kimberly and Terrence Powell. After high school, Zytavius plans on joining the United States Army. Zytavius Wilcox. Drew Wiley. Drew has played football for 3 years. Escorting him tonight is mom and dad Jennifer and Hal Wiley. After high school, Drew plans on attending Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College and major in agriculture. Drew Wiley. Kellen Wynn. Kellen has played football for 4 years. Escorting him tonight is his aunt, Cassandra Wynn, and dad, Gerald Wynn. After high school, Kellen plans on attending Florida A&M University or Clark University to study architecture and real estate. Kellen Wynn. Anthony and Antonio Hall. They have played football for 4 years. They are escorted tonight by mother Teresa Hill. After school, they both plan on joining the military. Anthony and Antonio Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big hand for our seniors? Great group of guys. Thank you, guys. Go Canes! Ben Hill County School Superintendent Dr. Sean Harrelson, Principal David Sims, Athletic Director Jason McDonald, Head Football Coach Tucker Pruitt welcome you to tonight's game here at J.C. Stadium as we take on the Early County Bobcats. Just to let you know who our game personalities are, Fitzgerald High School and Career Academy CEO is Hal Wiley. Band Director Jonathan Thurston, assisted by Michelle Dennison. Color Guard Dance Line Director Trina Johnson. JROTC Instructors Chief Troy Hope. Sergeant First Class Stephen Cordell. Football Cheerleading Coach Marissa Reynolds. Sound Engineer David Evans. Video Engineer Michael Wise. Scoreboard Operator Hunter Cannett. Our Press Box Football Advisor Coach Roy Bryan. And now an announcement from the Georgia High School Association. The GHSA and its member schools have made a commitment to promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all GHSA-sanctioned events. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators will not be allowed to enter the competition area while the contest is being played. Due to the COVID-19 restrictions, no one but the players and coaches will be allowed on the field at the conclusion of the game. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at tonight's game. Please enjoy the game. At this time, would you please stand for the posting of the colors, followed by a moment of silence. Gracious God, we live in an uncertain and ever-changing culture. We are grateful that we can depend upon your grace during these times. May we enjoy tonight's game. Please protect players from both teams from serious injury. Amen. Would you join me as we pledge allegiance to the American flag, followed by the playing of our national anthem and the Fitzgerald alma mater? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Community Banking Company of Fitzgerald is honored and excited to partner with the Fitzgerald High School, College and Career Academy audio-video pathway to bring live streaming events to Fitzgerald High School. We are dedicated and committed to the future of our community, and the children and school system in Ben Hill County are integral to that success. Enjoy the live streaming Purple Hurricane action. Go Canes!
In 1A public school, Irwin County defending state champions. The great ball game tonight, but Fitzgerald had the better team tonight, Stan.
Jump directly into your future with Wiregrass Georgia Technical College. Wiregrass Georgia Tech offers hundreds of programs in areas like healthcare, business, and professional and technical services. Our graduates succeed sooner. Apply today at wiregrass.edu.
You think they're really going to give $5,000 to the winner?
Can high school students really start their own business?
21
Yes,
Flex
they can,
champions
and
are
yes, they did.
No Limit Outdoors.
It's now time to introduce to you the 2021 Canes starting lineup. First on offense, number 4 at quarterback, junior Sultan Cooper. Number 23, fullback, junior Silent Davis. Number 7, halfback, senior Danaris Goodwin. Number 13, wingback, senior Jacorian Polk. Number 81, wide receiver, sophomore Calvin Tillman. Number 16, tight end, junior Khalil Williams. Number 56 at center, sophomore Lavon Simmons. Number 50, guard, junior Xavier Walker. Number 55, guard, senior Michael Smith. Number 74, tackle, senior Kellen Wynn. Number 61, tackle, sophomore Gabe Pierce. And now for our starting defense for our Canes. Number 88, nose guard, senior Don Hill. Number 6, defensive end, junior Daniel James. Number 48, defensive end, senior Lathan Curry. Number 8, inside linebacker, senior E.J. Lightsey. Number 2, inside linebacker, senior Zatavius Wilcox. Number 42, outside linebacker, sophomore Brandon Brown. Number 15, outside linebacker, junior Robert Brown. Number 12, outside linebacker, senior Jaden Stanley. Number 20, cornerback, junior DJ Brown. Number 11, cornerback, junior Jamar Joseph. Number 7, free safety, senior Danaris Goodwin.
Well, Stan, let's tell our listeners what we're seeing right now. The Purple Hurricanes are gathering behind their sign to our right at their field house. All of the senior members of the Purple Hurricane were either captains or honorary captains tonight. We've got four captains from, three captains from Early County. The Bobcats are gathering down to our left. They'll be busting through their cheerleader sign, making their way to the sideline. Let's take a look at the Purple Hurricanes. Who were those captains that actually went out to the coin toss stand for the Purple Hurricanes?
It's going to be number 12, Jaden Stanley, number 10, Taylor Spivey, number 8, E.J. Lightsey, and number 7, Denoris Goodwin. For the Early County Bobcats, their three captains were number 10, Antonio Boyd. He's a senior, 188-pound linebacker and running back. Also representing the Bobcats was number 38, Dontravian James. He's a linebacker. He's a senior as well. And also number 52, Billy Rowland, defensive line and offensive line. He also a senior, number 52, Billy Rowland. So, Stan, look like we're ready for the kickoff here. The officials are gathered at midfield. And we're still hoping there'll be some more folks that make their way into the stadium tonight. A small crowd, I think, was expected here tonight, but a fair crowd has gathered here, I would say. Yeah, well, we expected it to be at least a slim crowd in the early part. Folks having to work on Mondays. You know, maybe by the time they get home and get situated and get things settled, they'll get the itch to come on out to JC Stadium to watch this fine football game here tonight. Okay, we're getting ready for the kickoff.
Fitzgerald is dressed tonight in their purple home school colors, the purple and gold and white, purple shirts, white helmets, white pants. The Early County Bobcats, they're in their road white jerseys, gold helmets, and those navy blue pants. And Bobcats will be kicking it right to left as we're getting things started here tonight. The 5-1 Fitzgerald Purple Hurricanes, ranked in some polls number 3 in the states, maybe some polls number 2. But we thank you for supporting this Purple Hurricane team this year. A long way to go. Another region game here tonight. With play-by-play of tonight's ball game, here's Stan Bryant with the call.
Well, we got number 99, Blaylan Teeter. Got it teed up for the Bobcats. As you mentioned, we're going to be kicking from our right to left. We've got number 11 and number 7 back deep for the Hurricanes, and there we're going to have a flag right at the kick. It appears the Bobcats are going to be off sides. That's going to be Jamar Joseph and Denoris Goodwin back deep for the Hurricanes. It was a nice kick down to about the 5-yard line, but the Bobcats are a little antsy on the kickoff, so they'll back up 5 yards and try it again.
Offside against the Bobcats.
Looks like Goodwin and Joseph are going to come up to about the 10-yard line.
With the penalty, that'll back the ball up to the Bobcat 35-yard line. Had someone that was offsides on that play. So they'll start kicking 5 yards deep at the 35. That should help us with some good field position. We're glad you joined us on a Monday night special, the Fitzgerald Purple Hurricanes and the Early County Bobcats. And we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast.
And Tedder's going to try just a little short pooch kick, caught by one of our upbacks at about the 30, 31-yard line. That's going to be Cam Jordan or Cam Jackson on the reception, and he's going to carry it out a couple yards to about the 37-yard line where Fitzgerald will take over its first possession. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes as we get the ball game started. Fitzgerald 37. Sultan Cooper's going to bring the Hurricanes out in a wing T offense. We're going to have Goodwin and Cylon Davis in the backfield. We're going to have Ja'Cory and Polk at the wing back. We're going to have Taylor Spivey split wide right. Cooper's going to send Polk in motion. He'll take the snap. Quick pitch out here to Goodwin off the edge, and he finds a little seam, but nice field there by the Bobcats. Going to limit him to just a couple yards, but going to carry it out to about the 41-yard line. Looks like a pickup of about 3 on the carry, maybe 4. They're going to give him 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Hurricanes at the 41-yard line.
That's Denars Goodwin, the first carry of the ball game. Stan, he's our leading rusher on the team this year. Good block on that right side for the Hurricanes. That guard and that tackle was able to make a good block. We did pick up 4 on the play. 11 minutes left here in this first quarter.
Cooper's back under center, going to send Polk in motion again. Got Tillman split out wide left. Quick hitter up the middle to Pascal. He's got 7, 8, 9 yards on the carry. Going to cross midfield, right at midfield. Just a little quick trap. They're going to give him 8 on the carry, which is going to bring up first and 10 from the ball's right at the 50-yard line. Nice quick hitter there for Pascal.
And Stan, that's DeAndre Pascal.
Got two wing, one back in the backfield, 2 wing set. We're going to run a little wing back buck sweep, and nothing going there for Goodwin. Goodwin's actually going to get thrown down after the play, and it draws a flag by the head official. Goodwin had only picked up about a half a yard on the play, but
the Bobcats just a little aggressive on the tackle, Stan. Goodwin, the line of scrimmage was up at about the 49-yard line, and they kept pushing backwards, and we clearly heard the whistle, and they kept pushing, and that's going to draw a 15-yard penalty against the Bobcats. Just a little too aggressive on that tackle to Denars Goodwin. And Fitzgerald, after a 15-yard penalty, will have it 1st and 10 at the Bobcat 34-yard line.
We're going to have Tillman split wide right. Cylon Davis and Goodwin in the backfield. We're going to hand it off to Davis right off the left guard, and he's finding a little bit of running room, maybe 6, 7 yards on the carry. Going to cross the 30 down to about the 29-yard line. Looks like he's going to pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play. That was a nice run there by Davis, not over pursuing, just waiting on his blockers to get in place. But it's going to bring up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line. 9:48 here left in the first quarter. Cooper's going to bring the Hurricanes to the line. We're going to have a wing back split to each set. Davis is the lone back in the backfield. Cooper's going to send Goodwin in motion. A little quick hitter with Davis up the middle, but the Bobcats doing a good job of making the going tough there. Looks like we're going to have no gain on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Hurricanes.
First drive of the ball game, 9:07 left here in the quarter. Fitzgerald nothing, Early County nothing. We've taken the ball down to the Bobcat 29-yard line. Still the first drive of the game by Fitzgerald. The Bobcats have been on defense this whole first quarter so far.
Goodwin's brought the Canes out in a single wing set. We're actually going to have 3 wing backs to the right. Tillman's, Jaden Stanley split wide right. Goodwin's going to take the snap. We're going to run sweep right. Just Goodwin's doing a good job getting behind his blockers. He finds a seam, makes the guy miss. Nice run there by Goodwin. He's going to get the ball down to about the 15-yard line. Give Goodwin about 14 on that carry. He's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Canes at the Bobcat 14-yard line.
Stan, a drive that started in Fitzgerald territory. Now we've advanced it across midfield with 3 first downs, and we've advanced it down to the Bobcat 16-yard line. Still the first drive of the ball game for either team. 8:20 left here in the quarter.
Cylon Davis will join Goodwin in the backfield. We're going to have a wing back split wide right. A wing back right. We're going to have Stanley split wide right. Goodwin's going to take the ball right off right guard. Tough running there for Goodwin. He's going to pick up maybe 3 or 4 on the play. They're going to give him 4 on the carry.
Rolling on the stop.
Going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Hurricanes. Goodwin will check off, and Donald Wilcox will come in, will check into the ball game. We got a 2 tight end set. We got Jaden Stanley split wide left. Wilcox and Davis in the backfield. Davis is going to take the snap. We're going to go counter wing trap with Polk over here on this right side. He's going to get down close to the first down. He's going to say he's about a yard short. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1 at the Bobcat 8-yard line.
The Canes, 3rd and short.
I thought Polk had a little more running room there, but to give the Bobcats some credit for really closing in on that play. And we got E.J. Lightsey checked in at the backfield with Davis. Got 2 wings right. Stanley still split to the left. Lightsey just takes it right off right tackle and just drives Bobcats with him. And he's going to cross the end zone for a touchdown, Hurricanes. Boy, Lightsey got downhill in a hurry on that run.
Yes, he did, Stan. I'm going to write him up with an 8-yard touchdown run. Fitzgerald on their opening drive of the ball game have driven it out of our territory across midfield, and we're down at the 3-yard line with the point after attempt. Denars Goodwin, an 8-yard touchdown run.
Trejo in for the point after. Drew Wiley with the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. With 6:45 left here in the first quarter, Fitzgerald leads the Early County Bobcats 7-0. You stay tuned for more action here at Radio 96.9. And welcome back to JC Stadium, Hurricane fans, with that Family Home Center in Douglas timeout on the field. Trejo has got the ball teed up here, ready to kick back off to the Bobcats. The Bobcats are going to have 2 returners back deep, standing on about the 10-yard line. Trejo kicks an end-over-end kick down to about the 10-yard line. The Bobcats are coming out with the ball. That's number 20 for the Bobcats. He's finding a little bit of running room, but nice pursuit there by Daniel James. We'll tackle the Bobcats down at the 26-yard line, where the Bobcats will take over 1st and 10.
Stan, recapping that scoring drive, it was 63 yards, it was 9 plays, and E.J. Lights an 8-yard touchdown run. The point after by Eric Trejo was good, and Fitzgerald up 7-0 here. And this in-game scoring summary is brought to you Melissa Burgess, owner and operator of Coldwell Bankers. And let's get this play in. Stand first.
On 1st down, the Bobcats just hand the ball off left tackle and find a nice little seam there. He's going to go out for 7 yards or so on the play. Nothing fancy there for the Bobcats. That was number 8 on the carry for the Bobcats. That's Larry McKinney.
And let's recap that scoring summary again. E.J. Lights an 8-yard touchdown run. The point after was good by Eric Trejo. It was a 9-play, 63-yard drive. And this in-game scoring summary is brought to you by Melissa Burgess, owner, agent of Coldwell Bankers Active Real Estate, and they're located in downtown Fitzgerald at 125 South Main Street. And their phone number, 423-SOLD, that's 423-7653.
The Bobcats come out with 2 receivers wide right, 1 to the left. One receiver goes in motion, and the quarterback for Early County just throws a quick screen out into the flats. And nice pitch and catch there. Going to pick up about 5 or 6 on the play. It's going to be a 1st down for the Bobcats. That's number 18, Landon White, the quarterback for the Bobcats. And 2 quick plays, and the Bobcats moved the chains.
That looked like number 20 on the reception stand, I believe. That looked right?
Yep, Jeremiah Hutchins. The Bobcats are going to send 2 receivers wide left, 1 to the right. There'll be 1 back in the backfield with White. White's going to send 1 man in motion. Oh, we got a whistle. Looks like the Bobcats are going to be called for delay of game.
Against Bobcats.
Took a little bit too much time.
That's 3 penalties so far against the Bobcats here. 2 5-yarders and then a 15-yarder. And that'll, after the first down, that'll back them up 5. That'll be first and 15 for the Cats. Fitzgerald's E.J. Lightsley scores an 8-yard touchdown run. Again, the point after was good, and the only drive of the ball game came with 6:45 in this first quarter.
Looks like the Bobcats are struggling to get their play call in, but they're having a conference with the officiating crew. I'm not sure what's going on there, but the head official and the 2 line judges are meeting in the middle of the field to discuss whatever's going on.
Yeah, I heard a whistle blow. We're ready for play, I believe, Stan.
Yep. Landon White, Landon White, the quarterback, comes in to play from the sideline. He's going to send 2 receivers split wide left. He's going to send 1 receiver wide right. Coach Joel Harvey don't like what he sees again, and he's going to call a timeout to discuss it with the Bobcats. So with a timeout on the field, let's take a Family Home Center in Douglas timeout. Head it back to the station with Paul for this timeout.
Let's go behind a cloud a minute, maybe.
Y'all ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, lesson 10. 3, 2, 1, take it.
Well, Stan, we're up 7-0. The first drive of the ball game was the Purple Hurricane. The Bobcats kicked to us. We moved it across midfield and a score with an extra point. And the officials are ready for play, I believe, Stan. Fitzgerald up 7-0 and back with play-by-play, Stan Bright. And we're having some trouble with their coach over there, I believe, Stan.
Yeah, he and the white hat not quite seeing eye to eye right now. When
this might be a sideline warning about players on the field, maybe too close to the field, or let's see what this penalty is for. Sideline warning maybe on this one, Stan?
Yep,
that's what it was.
Sideline warning. No harm, no foul, so let's. White's going to bring the Bobcats back to the line. He's going to have 2 receivers split wide right, 1 to the left. He's going to take the snap, hand it right off right tackle, and nothing doing there. Just a host of Hurricanes on the tackle. That's led by E.J. Lightsey and Daniel James and Jaden Stanley, and just a swarm of Hurricanes over there. Going to drop him for No gain, if not a half a yard loss on the play.
That looked like 22 for the Bobcats on that carry. And is that right? Is that 22? Stoville?
Yeah.
Stovall.
White's going to bring the Bobcats back to the line. He's going to send one receiver wide right, kind of a bunch set with two receivers stacked to the left. He's going to send a man in motion, going to run a jet sweep off the right side, and he's going to get to the corner, but nice pursuit there by the Hurricanes, forcing him out of bounds after a short 2 or 3 yard gain. That's, again, Daniel James on the tackle. That's Drew Moore in there as well. So
Moore on the stop for the Canes.
Looked like he had gotten the corner, but the sideline was our friend there, forced him out of bounds with a short gain.
Well, he did pick up 3 on the play, but remember, it was 2nd and 15, so they're still well short of a first down.
3rd and 12 for the Bobcats at their own 39-yard line. White's going to send one receiver wide right. He's going to have 2 wing backs and a single back in the backfield, and he's going to run a wing back trap off right side, and he's going to have a little bit of running room there. Going to pick up 6 or 7 on the play. He's going to be tackled at about the 45-yard line of Early County. He's going to bring up 4th and 6 for the Bobcats.
Stan, they're still 5 yards short of a first down. Looking at the clock, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Fitzgerald up 7-0. The only score in the ball game came on Fitzgerald's opening drive of the ball game. Early County kicked it off to us, and we had a long 6 minutes and 45-second drive. Drove it across midfield and down to the Bobcat goal line. PAT was good, and the Bobcats here on 4th and 5 look like they're going to punt the football.
Looks like White, the quarterback, will be the punter for the Bobcats. Fitzgerald sends Calvin Tillman back deep to receive this punt. Nice end over end, high wobbly kick there by White. It's going to go out of bounds, and let's see where they spot this ball. They're going to mark it out of bounds at about the Fitzgerald 40-yard line, not with about a 18-yard punt or so on there. The sun and the shadows are making it hard to get your depth perception up here tonight, but Fitzgerald will take over on their own 40-yard line. 2:50 left here in the first quarter. Fitzgerald leads Early County 7-0.
Hank, excuse me, Stan, a 16-yard punt. It did cross midfield, but we're sitting right there at our own 40-yard line. Got our second possession of the ball game, moving it left to right. We're up 7-0, winding down in this first quarter.
Cooper sends Goodwin in motion, and he rolls right, looking for a receiver downfield, and it's going to come off the deflected hands of Cylon Davis, and one of those big guys from Early County says he has it, but the side judge over here says no, he does not. Boy, we're fortunate to come away with that without a turnover.
Yep, that ball was intended for Cylon Davis, and it popped up in the air, kind of ricocheted off a player or two, and one of those Bobcats appeared to have come down with an interception, but the official nearest to the play said the ball hit the ground for incomplete. So stand back to the line of scrimmage we go.
Hurricanes going to break the huddle. Cooper's going to bring the Canes to the line. He's going to send Tillman split wide left. He's going to have Goodwin and Polk at a wing back, and Cylon Davis is a lone back. He's going to send Goodwin in motion, and we're going to hand the ball back on the trap to Polk off the left side. He's got 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 yards. Nice run there by Polk. He's going to cross the 50 all the way down to the Bobcat 45-yard line. But we're going to hope. I see some laundry on the field.
Stevenson George on the stop.
There's a flag down all the way back at the 42-yard line, and they're going to call the Canes for holding. What would have been a nice 15, 16-yard pickup by Polk was negated by a holding penalty. Going back to Canes up 10, all the way back to the Fitzgerald 32-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and let's call it 18. Cooper's going to send Tillman and Goodwin split wide right. Polk at a wing left. Cylon Davis is the lone back in the backfield. He's going to send Polk in motion. Cooper's going to take the snap, and he's rolling right, and he's looking, and he's still looking. And, the pressure from behind. The Bobcats knocked the ball loose, but we're able to recover it. Nice pursuit there by the Bobcats. Cooper really had nowhere to go, and we've got an injured player on the field. So with a timeout on the field, let's take a timeout to the station to hear from our sponsors from the Family Home Center in Douglas. You stay tuned for more of the Hurricane football here on Radio 96.9.
By the quarterback.
And on third down, the Canes are unable to convert. We're forced to punt the ball away. The ball spotted at the Fitzgerald 25-yard line. We've got Trejo back to punt the ball for the Hurricanes. Number 30 for the Bobcats will be back to receive the punt. That'll be Michael Crispin. Nice snap there by Moore. End over end kick by Trejo. It's going to take a nice Hurricane roll. It's going to cross midfield down to around the Bobcat 38-yard line. Nice punt there by Trejo. The Bobcats will take over from there for their second possession of the game. 1 minute left here in the first quarter. Fitzgerald leads 7-0. That was a kind of a
thing about it, that punt did not look good to start with, but it got a good roll, and we've punted the ball back to the Bobcats at their 37-yard line. 7-0 Fitzgerald, 1 minute left in this first quarter.
White brings the Bobcats to the line. He's going to send one receiver wide right and one to the left. Long back in the backfield with White. He's going to hand it off right guard. Maybe a pickup of 2 or 3 on the play. That was number 23 for the Bobcats on the carry. That's Joseph Lee. They're going to give him 3 on the carry. He's going to cross the 40 to the 41. The Bobcats' offense looks very similar to ours. Just wing T, but just out of a pistol.
Stan, a few minutes ago, our quarterback went out for went out with an injury, but I see they're talking to him down on the field. He appears to be all right.
White's going to send a wing back in motion. We're going to have a penalty on the play before it ever gets started. This line judge says the Bobcats moved early. Going to back them up 5 yards.
Sultan Cooper on that last rush he attempted was knocked down pretty hard. Well, thank goodness it wasn't that shoulder injury again. He lied there just a minute but got back up. I see him walking around the sideline. I think he's all right, and he should return to the game here shortly.
White brings the Bobcats to the line. He's going to have a wing right, 2 backs in the backfield. Going to take the snap, going to hand it off right tackle. Nice hard running there by the Bobcat running back. That's Lee on the carry again. He's going to get 6, maybe 5 to 6 yards on the carry. And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Here at JC Stadium, Fitzgerald leads Early County 7-0 with a timeout on the field. Let's take a timeout for the Family Home Center in Douglas. You stay tuned.
2,
They're down and 4 for the Bobcats.
Well, at the end of the first quarter, Fitzgerald leads Early County 7-0. The teams are going to flip the field, so the Bobcats will play the second quarter with that mighty bright sunshine in their face. White brings the Bobcats to the line of scrimmage. He's going to quick hit with the fullback on a trap, but nothing doing there. That was Stovall on the carry for the Bobcats. He might pick up a yard. It's going to bring up 4th and a long 3 for the Bobcats.
Starting the second quarter, Fitzgerald 7, Early County nothing. Bobcats looking at a 4th and 3 right here, but looks like here comes our punting team into the ball game, and Fitzgerald on the defensive side, they'll substitute as well, getting ready for what should be an Early County punt.
White goes back to punt for the Bobcats, and the Canes send Tillman back to receive the punt. Looks like we're going to try to come after, but ball sitting at the, we've got another flag. Looks like the Bobcats have taken too much time again. And boy, Coach Harvin is showing his displeasure to his team not getting the playoff.
Yep, that's 35 yards of penalties on 5 so far for the Bobcats, and let's see if we can do it again for the Bobcats, see if they can get this playoff.
Goodwin's going back deep to receive the punt for the Canes. Nice high over end punt. Goodwin's going to field it at the 25-yard line. He makes one Bobcat miss. Nice little return there by Goodwin. He's going to come out to about the 35 with it. Give him about 10 on the return. Fitzgerald will take over with 10:47 left in the half, leading 7-0.
Stop.
Stan, we'll keep it right here just a minute. These teams are swapping sides. That was a 36-yard punt for the Bobcats, and it crossed midfield, and the line of scrimmage now for the Hurricanes going to be at their 34-yard line. 10:47 left in the quarter. Fitzgerald up 7-0, and back with play-by-play Stan Bryant.
Cooper's back in the game for the Hurricanes. He's got a wing right, 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to send Polk in motion. Got Tillman split wide left, and we're going to try to run that wing back trap again with Polk, but the Bobcats really sniffed it out. That was number 10 on the tackle. That's Antonio Boyd for the Bobcats. Not fooled at all. Polk's going to lose 5 on the carry. He's going to bring up 2nd and 15. Canes going to break the huddle. They're going to send Tillman and Goodwin out, split wide right. Polk's at wing right. Davis the lone back in the backfield. Cooper's going to take the snap. He's going to roll out to his right. He's looking downfield. And he throws. Got an open receiver. That's Goodwin downfield at about the 40-yard line. Nice throw and catch there by Cooper and Goodwin's going to pick up about 10 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and a short 5, maybe a long 4, but nice job there by Cooper finding Goodwin. Just took a little time to develop.
Stan, I don't see the there we go. We got enough folks in there now on the offensive side of the ball. Had several guys swapped in and out on that 3rd and 3. Coach Pruitt got the play in the ball game. Let's see what happens here. 3rd and 3 for the Hurricanes. The ball's at their own 41-yard line.
You got E.J. Lights. He checked in for Goodwin, who lost his helmet, had to come out of play. Lights is going to take the snap. He's running straight upfield, right off left guard, and he's going to get right at the first down marker. Let's see where they spot the ball. This line judge is going to say he's got it by half a yard. That's going to bring up a first down for the Hurricanes at their own 46-yard line.
Looked like a good spot from here, Stan, for the Hurricanes. I didn't think he quite got that far, but no measurement required. Our 4th first down of the ball game. And we've advanced it out to the Fitzgerald 46-yard line. We're up 7-0 with 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Lightsey checks out. Donald Wilcox checks in. We're in a single wing set. Wilcox is going to send the man in motion, but we got a flag on the field.
Timeout, Fitzgerald.
Not sure what was going on, but Coach Pruitt was able to get a call, was able to call a timeout or whatever the penalty was. It must have been on us, but with a timeout on the field, let's hear from our friends from the Family Home Center in Douglas for this timeout. You stay tuned. And Wilcox takes the Hurricanes back to the line of scrimmage, going to send a man in motion. Wilcox is going to take the snap. He finds a little bit of running room, gets around the corner. And he's going to get 7 or 8, 9 yards on the play, but we got a flag on the field, and that's in the vicinity of a hold.
Wilcox on the carry.
Wilcox did a real good job of really making something out of what didn't look like to be much there, but
that would be Wilcox's first carry of the ball game, Stan, but it's coming back. He picked up 9 on the play, or 10, but that hold occurred right at the line of scrimmage, so that might be the reason Wilcox was able to make 9, 10 yards on it, because someone held. But that is the call, back them up 10, and now the line of scrimmage goes back to the Fitzgerald 37.
Cooper's going to check back in at quarterback. Going to send Tillman wide left. Going to have a wing back split to each side. Davis, the lone back in the backfield. Cooper's going to send a man in motion. Quick hit right off guard with Davis, but nothing doing there for the Bobcats. That's number 8 for the Bobcats, Larry McKinney on the tackle. Going to tackle Davis for no gain.
Davis on the carry, McKinney and Boyd on the stop.
We're glad you joined us on Radio 96.9 for a Monday afternoon special. The Fitzgerald Purple Hurricanes, the Early County Bobcats here at JC Stadium. And so far, your Purple Hurricanes lead in the contest by a score of 7-0.
Goodwin and Tillman are going to split wide left. Cooper under center with Davis in the backfield. Cooper's going to take the ball. He's going to split. He's going to go out wide right, just rolling out, but had attempted to hit Tillman down the field. Ball was a little bit underthrown. It's going to go incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 19 for the Hurricanes. That's a hard throw and catch for a right-handed quarterback rolling left.
It is, Stan, and just a little underthrown. So we got, it looks like 3rd and 19. 8 minutes left in the quarter. Fitzgerald up 7-0.
2 wings to each side. Davis in the backfield. He's going to send Goodwin in motion. Going to hit Polk on the wing back trap off his left side. He finds some running room. He's got 10. He's got 15. He's got 20, 25 yards. Nice run there by Jacorian Polk. Going to cross midfield all the way down to the Bobcat 34-yard line. And there's a flag at the end of the play. I'm not sure what that is. That's kind of in the vicinity of a face mask. They're going to say Polk carried the ball all the way down to the 31-yard line.
That's a 34-yard pickup if it stands, Stan, and it does stand. So that'll be Fitzgerald's 5th first down, a 34-yard run by Cylon Davis. Remember, it was a 3rd and 19, and we picked up that first down. And let me back up. That was Jacorian Polk on the pickup for 34 yards, and then after a 15-yard face mask penalty, Fitzgerald down the line of scrimmage is the 19-yard line.
Cooper sends Goodwin in motion. We're going to run the same play again, but the Bobcats sniffed it out from the start. One of those big guys up front, number 57 for the Bobcats. That's going to be
Wade on the tackle.
Anthony Wade on the tackle. Going to tackle Polk for about a 3, maybe 4-yard loss.
7:12 left in the quarter. Fitzgerald up 7-0. After a 34-yard run by Jacorian Polk, Fitzgerald is down at now the Bobcat 17-yard line. Need to score right here, Stan.
Yep. We got Polk and Davis in the backfield. Tillman split wide left. We're going to hand the ball to Goodwin off this left side. He's going to pick up 7, 8, 9, 10 yards, but there's another one of them yellow towels laying on the ground near the backfield.
I believe they're going to flag Jacorian Polk on the hole this time, Stan.
Yep, and that's going to be a big one. That was behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll mark 10 yards off from there. That's going to back us all the way back to the 30-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 25 now for the Hurricanes.
Now that hold occurred behind the line of scrimmage. And it's penalized from the spot of the foul, I believe, Stan, on those plays and those calls. So we'll look at that. Look at that chain over yonder. 2nd and about 25 or 26 for a first down.
Cooper's going to take the snap. He's going to roll out. He's throwing back to a little tunnel screen to Goodwin, who's trying to make a guy miss, and we just can't get out of our own way over here. He's going to get rustled out of bounds for a no gain.
All that for, did we gain one maybe? Or none?
We might have gained a half the length of a ball.
Nice looking play, Stan, but we ran into our own guy over here on the home side. 6:10 left, 7-0 Fitzgerald.
Cooper's going to bring the Canes to the line. He's going to send Tillman split wide left. Polk's at a wing back right. Davis and Wilcox in the backfield. Cooper's going to take the snap. He's going to roll back. He's looking to throw the ball. He throws it up high to Tillman as the intended receiver, but nice coverage there by number 30 for the Bobcats. The ball will go incomplete. That was Michael Crispin on the coverage for the Bobcats, and that'll bring up 4th and 25 for the Canes. Fitzgerald's going to send Trejo out to punt this ball away.
That's 17 in there. Uh-oh.
That's going to be trouble. A little short kick to the Bobcats, one of their up men, and he's actually going to return the ball back to about the 37, 38-yard line. That was
17 on the punt.
Kenny on the return.
LaFabian Boone.
Tillman on the tackle.
On the punt?
Yeah, I believe it was.
Well, it was just a 10-yard punt, and it was punted right to a Bobcat, and he just took off with it and picked him up 10 or 12 yards, and all of a sudden the Bobcats have great field position out at their own 37-yard line.
Yeah, you could tell that was not the intent of that, but the Bobcats capitalized on a misfortune of the Canes. White's going to send a man in motion, but the ball is snapped, and White mishandles the ball and is going to lose about 10 yards, 12 yards on the play. That was number 13 has checked in to the quarterback. That's Aston Grims. That was Daniel James on that coverage there for the Hurricanes. White's going to check back in at quarterback for the Bobcats. He's going to send a receiver out, split wide right and left. He's going to send a man in motion and hit a jet sweep around the left side, but I'm not sure that we made the tackle or he just tripped on his own feet when he cut upfield, but he's going to pick up maybe one on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and let's call it 19 for the Bobcats.
That was Ely on the carry, Stan. That was number 16 for them.
He had a good head of steam going. He was one of the receivers split out here wide right, and he went in motion and ran 20 yards just to get to the quarterback. But we got a timeout for the Bobcats, and with a timeout on the field, let's take a timeout for this family home center in Douglas timeout. Back to the station with you, Paul, for this timeout. And the Bobcats come to the line of scrimmage. White's going to take the ball. He's going to draw. He's looking back. He's looking downfield, but the pocket collapsed on him. That's going to be E.J. Lightsey and Jaden Stanley going to sack White for a big loss on third down. He's going to lose about 10 on the play. The Bobcats are going to have it 4th and forever at their own 19-yard line, and they'll have to punt the ball away. I don't know that he ever saw Lightsey coming around this left end. But nice job there by Lightsey and Stanley keeping him in the pocket. Fitzgerald will send Tillman back deep to receive this punt. Going to be a high end over end punt by White. Tillman's going to he's going to catch it at around the 50-yard line. A nice tackle there by the Bobcats. Tillman's going to carry it to about the Early County 45-yard line, but Fitzgerald will have good field position to start this drive. 3:46 left in the second quarter. Fitzgerald leads Early County 7-0.
Stan, let's keep it here. Fitzgerald with 3:46 left in the quarter. We're up 7-0. Let's see if we can put some points on the board right here, Stan. And we've got it 1st and 10, as we said, at the 45. The only score for the Hurricanes came with 6:45 left in the first quarter. E.J. Lightsey, a 8-yard touchdown run.
Goodwin's going to take the ball on a buck sweep left, and he's going to go down for about 15, 16-yard gain down to around the 30-yard line. Nice job by Goodwin there, just staying behind his blockers and just patiently waiting to make his cut. Fitzgerald will have it 1st and 10 from the Early County 30-yard line.
That looked a little more like it, a pickup of 15 on the first play. Denars Goodwin, 6 carries, 37 yards here in this first half.
Cooper's going to bring the Canes to the line. He's going to have a wing each side. He's going to send Wilcox in motion, and Wilcox is going to take the snap off right tackle, but got a little surge there by the Bobcats on that defensive front. That's going to be Jerron Davis on the tackle for the Bobcats. Going to tackle Wilcox for about a 3-yard loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 13.
Clock running, 2:52 left in the quarter.
Looks like we're about a good 5 minutes away from that sunshine getting out of my eyes. So Cooper's going to have a wing right. He's going back, looking back to pass, but nothing going there. The Bobcats sniff that one out perfectly. Number 3 for the Bobcats. That's Stevens at the middle linebacker position, just shot the gap, and Cooper had nowhere to go. He's going to lose close to 10 on the play.
Yep, no chance there for Cooper. Somebody shot right through for the Bobcats, and Cooper turned, and he was looking face mask to face mask with the tackler, and -6 on the play. 2:01 and clock counting. Fitzgerald up 7-0.
We're going to have a wing back to each side. Tillman's going to be split wide right. Davis alone back in the backfield. Going to send Goodwin in motion. He's looking around this left side. Nothing going there for Goodwin. Just nice pursuit there by the Bobcat defense. He might pick up 2 on the carry. It's going to bring up 4th and about 18, 19 for the Hurricanes, and we'll have to punt the ball away again.
All right, the clock running, 1:23 left, and Fitzgerald with 4th and 20.
We're going to do that same punt again, and we punt it right to the same up back, and Daniel James was able to make the tackle. It wasn't about a 10 or 12-yard punt, and he's going to return it back out almost to the original line of scrimmage. Nice heads-up play there by Daniel James. But Bobcats will take over on offense from their own 38-yard line. Only 1:13 left here in the half. Fitzgerald still leads Early County 7-0.
Stan, I think that punt is designed to get past the up man, and it's not. It's designed to get about 15 yards down the field and then see if it can roll. Well, they got a man sitting right out there that's catching that punt after about 10 or 12 yards, and then he's advancing it back up 8 or 10 to put him in good field position.
White will send a receiver split wide right and left, and he's looking to throw to a receiver on this left side, and he's got number 5 open on a slant. That's Javante George. Nice pitch and catch there. He's going to pick up about 14 on the play, going to cross midfield down to the Fitzgerald 48-yard line.
All righty, the Bobcats in our territory at our 48-yard line. We're up 7-0. Bobcats trying to put a drive here together late in the second quarter.
Receiver split wide right and left. White's looking to throw. He's got a receiver open on this right side. Going to get about 10 or 12 more on the play. That's number 20 on the reception for the Bobcats. Jeremiah Hutchins. Looked to be the exact same play they just ran, just a pitch and catch. The Bobcats are going to try to just down it, but I don't believe one of their offensive linemen were set. And this line judge agrees. They're going to back the Bobcats up 5 yards.
Stan, you saw it. Just didn't quite take enough time to let everybody get set, and that'll back them up 5. That will stop the clock, but they should wind the clock, I would think, once they have the ball ready for play. Nope, it'll start on the snap.
White's looking for a receiver out wide left, and underthrown. Had nice coverage there by the Hurricanes. That was Jamar Joseph.
And we intercepted it?
I think that's what the line judge says. I didn't think either receiver got to the ball, but the line judge on that side says Joseph made the interception. Fitzgerald will take over on offense from their own 40-yard line. Nice heads-up play there by Joseph.
I think their coaches disagree with that call, Stan. But we've been awarded an interception over in front of the early coaching, the early sideline, and that was number 11, Jaden Stanley, I believe, on the interception, Stan.
Fitzgerald's going to be content with going into the dressing room with a 7-point lead. Cooper's going to just kneel on the ball. I don't think we'll have to run another play. That was number 11, Jamar Joseph, on the interception.
Jamar Joseph, yes, okay, I saw it wrong there, yep. Second, 7 seconds.
And that'll be your final at the end of the half. Fitzgerald 7, Early County nothing. You stay tuned for more action here on Radio 96.9.
Community Banking Company of Fitzgerald is honored and excited to partner with the Fitzgerald High School, College and Career Academy audio-video pathway to bring live streaming events to Fitzgerald High School. We are dedicated and committed to the future of our community, and the children and school system in Ben Hill County are integral to that success. Enjoy the live streaming Purple Hurricane action. Go Canes!
In 1A public school, Irwin County defending state champions. The great ball game tonight, but Fitzgerald had the better team tonight, Stan.
Jump directly into your future with Wiregrass Georgia Technical College. Wiregrass Georgia Tech offers hundreds of programs in areas like healthcare, business, and professional and technical services. Our graduates succeed sooner. Apply today at wiregrass.edu.
I want to welcome you back to JC Stadium. It's the Landscape Unlimited halftime show, and want to go over some individual stats, some team stats, and then Hal Wiley will be along in just a second with a halftime interview. Fitzgerald leads 7-0 here, and that score occurred at 6:45 when E.J. Lights, he scored on an 8-yard touchdown run. The point after kick, Eric Trejo, was good. It was a 9-play, 63-yard drive, and that's the only score in the ball game here so far. Let's take a look at some team stats. Fitzgerald has 6 first downs. We have 84 yards rushing. We have 11 yards passing to give us a total of 95 yards through 2 quarters. We attempted 4 passes and completed 2, as we said, for 11 yards. No thrown interceptions, no lost fumbles, 3 punts for a 20-yard average. And Fitzgerald, the penalties on the first half, 3 penalties for 30 yards. The Early County Bobcats, 3 first downs on the night. They've attempted 4 passes, completed 3 for 32 yards. They only have 10 yards rushing. Had some good positive yards, but they've had some negative yards through some sacks as well. So give them a total of only 10 yards rushing through 2 quarters and give them a total of 42 total yards in that first half. Fitzgerald with only 95 total yards, Early County 42. They did throw 1 interception, but 1 turnover. They punted the ball 3 times for a 30-yard average. And also the Bobcats 7 penalties for 55 yards. Take a look at some individual stats for Fitzgerald. Denars Goodwin, 7 carries, 39 yards. Jacorian Polk, 4 carries for 31 yards. Cylon Davis, 3 carries for 5 yards. Also, E.J. Lights to give him 2 carries for 12 yards. For the Bobcats, Larry McKinney, 1 carry, 8 yards. Dacavius Stovall, 3 carries for 5 yards. Jeremiah Hutchinson, 1 carry for 6 yards. And then some other minus yards with some sacks and all to go in there for the Bobcats. But at halftime, your score is Fitzgerald 7 and Early County nothing. And we'll be back with more of the Landscape Unlimited halftime show. And Hal Wiley has a guest interview. You stay tuned for that. Yeah.
What he's got is y'all. All right. After you play your commercials, Mick, just let me know when I'm ready.
We'll put this down there where the microphone won't hear the music out there much. How you doing there? Bill Wright.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Toolers. Okay. But, all right.
2, 1, take it.
All right, Hurricane fans, we're back at JC Stadium. Fitzgerald leading Early County by a slim 7-0 here at halftime at JC Stadium on senior night for the football players. Glad you've chosen to join us. Glad everybody listening on the live stream is listening as well at home. But 7-0 Fitzgerald over the Bobcats right here at halftime. I'm joined in the press box right now by Mr. Jonathan Thurston. Mr. Thurston is the band director here at Fitzgerald High School College and Career Academy. Mr. Thurston, thank you for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thanks for having me up.
Well, we always like to get you up here and talk once a year, but this is a little crazy Monday night football here at JC Stadium.
Yes, sir, it is. It's been a crazy day, but it's, we got a good turnout on our side, and we've got, everybody's raring to go, and we got to win.
Well,
right
I tell you what, we've had some issues with our AV club. Usually it takes 5 to 7 people to pull this off. We got 2 students tonight, so I'm running the switcher. We got 2 cameras up top and none on the field, which we usually have a field. You got similar problems. Tell us about what's going on with the band.
Oh, yes, sir. We were raring to go Friday night, and when the field turned out to be a lake, they gave us the new time on Monday. Yep. I had a couple of emails that said, I'm taking I'm leaving Saturday morning for vacation.
Because we're out. It's fall break.
And then there's a field trip today, so I'm down about a third of my band. So I called in some ringers that are helping us out. They worked with us over at band camp this summer, and then I'm sitting in as well. So we're filling the parts, though.
So you and other parents and just friends who play really well, you give them the sheet music, and they're sitting in there playing with the band tonight.
Yes, sir. That's what we're doing, and we're keeping it simpler tonight.
Yeah.
But Friday we'll be back to our normal force.
So do you have any former Hurricanes that have been here and done that back when they were in high school?
One is a graduated Hurricane.
Yeah.
Jesse Crabtree. He's a former.
Did he have
student.
to get a whole lot of instruction, or was he jumped right in there?
Oh no, he's a beast.
Okay.
He can play that horn. And Mr. Lauren Crabtree playing alto can play very well.
Is your band better tonight or last week?
If I could recruit them to stay forever, I would.
You could mold them.
We would mold them.
There you go.
Just disguise them up a little bit and put them in a uniform. It'd be okay.
Well, that's sort of what you're doing with the kids. You're molding them. So
that's right.
Tit for tat here. So, but tell everybody we appreciate their help and keeping everybody hyped up and ready to go. Well, let's talk about the band. How are things going this year? I know y'all are y'all working hard every day.
We are. We lost a lot of seniors last year, but we had a lot of freshmen that came up. So we're a younger group, which is good.
Yeah.
I've only got, I think, 3 or 4 seniors this year. And so, again, I've got another class of about 15 to 20 that'll be coming up after them. So the growth is going to start happening real soon. And the musicianship is getting better every day.
Well, a lot of times it's you bring in a football coach or a baseball coach, and it's really the same thing. You hadn't had these guys from freshmen all the way to where they're all your kids, and that's coming. That's coming.
Yes, sir. Another 2 years after this one they'll all be used to me.
All right. We're expecting big things every year, but that in 2 years we're expecting the really big things.
Oh, me too. I'm looking forward to it. They're good kids. They work hard. I've said it several times to anybody who's asked me. This is the best place I've worked. These are the hardest working kids I've ever had.
Good.
And I can't wait to see what happens.
Well, but working in the same building as you now, it's a lot of fun to watch you interact with the kids. They love you. They'll work for you, and you're doing a great job. We're glad you and your family decided to come here and be part of the Fitzgerald Purple Hurricane family.
I'm glad to be here.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the Band Booster Club. Who's in charge, and if we want to get involved and help you guys out, how do we go about doing that?
The biggest thing is that we've got several different committees within our band boosters. Our president is Miss Trina Johnson, and then we have several others. You can check with Miss Allison Allen, and then we have Miss Rebecca Littlefield and Miss Pierce, Cheryl Pierce.
Okay.
And those, we've got concession stand things. A lot of things that we need are just helping out.
Right.
But these home games are a big deal. And we need people who are willing to just come hang out and put a little work in. But if they all work hard, they have a good time doing it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Hawaii. We had visions of going to Hawaii. COVID really put the kibosh on that, and Hawaii basically didn't want you there unless you had business. And what we were trying to do was not classified as business.
Technically, no, and that's one of the things the governor had of Hawaii. Kept putting more and more regulations on being able to go into it, and the final straw that put us on hold for 1 year was that they said no travel except for necessary business.
Right.
And so with that, we got a postponement for 1 year. We're still working to raise money to get our kids there, and
so we're going. We just not going this year.
That's correct. So we'll go next December. It's December 7th.
Well, you guys have done, along with the ROTC, you and Chief Hope have been getting after it, and your kids, the amount of money you've raised so far is mind-blowing. And if you do that again, you're going to be there.
Yes. And that's the goal. Again, we spent a lot of days in the summer doing car washes, getting out in the community and talking to all the businesses, and a big shout out to our businesses. They are fantastic.
And the cool thing to me that you guys have done is it's not like you're walking up and saying, we need a donation, which we'll take those too.
Oh, yes.
But it's a matter of, we need a donation, and this is what we're going to do for you. And we're going to do something. We're going to put some blood, sweat, and tears into it, because the car washes you guys did. And I know one time a partnership business at the high school called and said, I know Chief Hope and Mr. Thurston have got a crew that'll move some stuff, and he had like a storage container.
Oh yeah.
And I called him and I said, Chief Hope, so and so is about to call you. And I called the guy the next morning. He said, yeah, we had that moved that afternoon. So I told Hope that 10 o'clock in the morning, and by the next day, the job was done, and he made a sizable donation.
And we've moved houses, we've done that, we've pulled weeds.
Yeah.
We've done yard work, we've raked up pine straw in the woods. We've done whatever people need us to do.
Right.
They just need to either send a message through social media to us, and we will respond as quick as possible. We put furniture together.
Yeah.
So
made to the Fitzgerald High School Booster Club. In addition to the chance to win $100, Caldwell Banker Active Real Estate will donate $100 to the charity of the Kicker's Choice for participating tonight. Tonight's kicker is Raymond Deese, and Raymond has chosen community and schools to receive the $100 donation from Caldwell Banker Active Real Estate. Good luck, Raymond.
We're supposed to even have some 2 really big size cast iron, what are they called? Fire pits.
Fire pits, okay.
So we're supposed to have 2 of those coming when it gets colder.
Well, Mr. Thurston, I don't know if you saw it, but the Caldwell Banker Active Real Estate field goal at halftime, Raymond Deese, I think he's the first one to put it through the uprights this year, and
Yes,
that was a tremendous kick and a great.
He nailed it.
He did a good job. Well, I got a text from my good friend April McDuffie, and she said when we were talking about your helpers in the band, she said those are good old Church of God boys helping out the band. Is that the way this works?
That's right. I play with them at church. We got a good church band over there, and it's always fun music. We got a Christmas program coming up in December on the 19th or 18th.
Now, I grew up in the Church of God. I go across the street now. But I know that them boys can play, and I don't even know who they are.
Oh, yes.
But I can tell you, I know they can play if they play in the Church of God, man.
That's right.
Because, son, they have church over there.
Yes, they do.
But, Mr. Thurston, thank you for taking the time, and anything you want to hit right here before we head back in to try to win this second half.
I appreciate the opportunities I've been able to get here and be able to work with these kids. They're fantastic, and the community is fantastic. So, look forward to a good rest of the season, and we'll see you out here.
We're glad to have you, and glad you chose to come to Fitzgerald.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Hurricane fans, that's Mr. Jonathan Thurston, band director for the Fitzgerald High School College and Career Academy Marching Canes. We got 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes till the second half kicks off. Canes 7, Bobcats 0 here headed for the second half. So thank you for joining us on the halftime show, Bill. Did you see Raymond Deese put it through the uprights there?
I did not, but I heard the crowd's reaction, and congratulations to Raymond Deese. We don't see them made very often.
Not very often.
And he's put that thing right through there, and he's picked up $100 for that, I believe.
$100. And,
yes, sir.
I remember the time I did it, Bill. I duck hooked it.
Yep, that means you didn't make it.
Duck, smothered, pull, hook. That's what I did. It never got over shoulder high.
And no cash in your pocket.
No,
okay.
I believe I would have hit the tight end on the left side right in the ear hole. So, all right. Well, we appreciate everybody joining us on the halftime show.
Thank you, Hal, for that interview.
Who's sponsoring the halftime show?
It is sponsored by the Landscape Unlimited.
Landscape Unlimited halftime show. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back with the second half with Stan and Bill.
As the ball teed up for the Hurricanes, we'll be kicking from right to left to the Bobcats. The Bobcats will send number 20, Jeremiah Hutchins, and number 30, Michael Crispin, back deep to receive the kickoff. Trejo's going to kick a low, wobbly kick down to around the 15. Hutchins receives the kickoff, and he's going to try to get around the left end, but Daniel James, nice coverage there for the Hurricanes. He's going to tackle the Bobcat down at the 19-yard line, where Early County will take over its first possession of the second half.
Well, Stan, not a lot of offense for either team in that first half. Let me find my stat sheet here. I think we talked a lot about that a good bit. Only 95 yards for Fitzgerald, and I've got Early County with only 42 total yards of offense in that first half. Neither team really played well on offense. Fitzgerald did have that one score at 6:30 in the first quarter. E.J. Light's an 8-yard touchdown run, and let's see if the Hurricanes can get things going here a little better in the second half.
White's going to bring the Bobcats to the line. He's going to send a wing back in motion. A little belly play off the left tackle to, looks like number 22 for, that's going to be Stovall on the carry. He's going to get about 5 on the play. They're going to give him 6 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Bobcats. Bobcats come back to the line. He's going to have a wing back to on the right and the left. He's going to have 2 tight ends with a single back in the backfield. White's going to send a man in motion, and he's going to run the same play to the left side. Nice coverage there by the Hurricane defense. Going to stack him up, maybe 1 on the play. That's Stovall on the carry again. They're going to give him maybe 1.5 yards, 2 yards. They're going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Bobcats on their own 27-yard line. Just a bunch of gang tackling there by the Hurricane defense. Big 3rd down play here for the Hurricanes. 10:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Fitzgerald leads Early County 7-0. The Bobcats are going to stay in that heavy tight end package, wing back to each set. Stovall's the long backfield. Going to send a man in motion. Going to try to belly off the left side. And I don't think he's going to get the first down. That was number 15 for the Hurricanes on the tackle. That's Robert Brown on the stop. He's going to get about 1 yard on the play. Going to bring up 4th and 1.
Stan, the Bobcats gone with this Tykavian Stovall here on those first 3 carries, and they going to measure it, Stan, or it looks short from here, doesn't it?
It appears to be, but there's some discussion and moving the ball around, and
now they're moving it out to where the official has spotted, and I believe they're going to measure for a first down.
It's going to be mighty close. So with a timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout, and this timeout will be brought to you by the Family Home Center in Douglas. You stay tuned for more action.
Stan, we've got a lot of folks listening tonight. Want to say hello to Glenn Peacher and his family. They're listening down in Disney World, and also Melissa and Jessica from the Fitzgerald Ben Hill County Chamber of Commerce. Those girls are listening as well tonight. And Jeffrey Doblin says, "Go Canes." He's listening at home tonight out in Rebecca.
White's back to punt the ball for the Bobcats. Waiting on the chain crew to get the chain set. Got more Denars Goodwin back deep for the Hurricanes to receive the punt. .10:02 left here in the 3rd quarter. Fitzgerald
7-0. That was your halftime score. The Purple Hurricanes 7, the Bobcats nothing.
I think we're finally ready to everybody set. Again, White's back deep to punt the ball for the Bobcats. High snap, but White's able to come down with it. We might have got a piece of it. That was Jamar Joseph on the getting in there to get his hands on that punt. And the ball's going to go out of bounds only maybe for a 7-yard punt. Fitzgerald will take over on their first possession of the second half from the Bobcat 37-yard line.
Stan, I believe you handed me a little information. Cheryl and Michael Day listening tonight. I want to say hello to them, and a lot of others listening. And if you are, give us that information. We'll try to get you mentioned tonight. Fitzgerald takes over at Bobcat territory at their 38-yard line. They're moving it right to left. We're up 7-0.
Goodwin in the single wing, going to take the handoff, looking to get off left tackle. And nice stiff arm there. He's able to get to the corner, and he's going to be forced out of bounds after about a 3-yard gain. But nice, tough running there by Goodwin. It looked like the Bobcats had him tackled in the backfield for a big loss, but he's able to stiff arm his way to the edge, and we got a Bobcat player down on this sideline. So with a timeout on the field, this timeout is going to be brought to you by the Family Home Center in Douglas. You stay tuned for more action here at JC Stadium.
Stan, is that a hold, we think?
It was a hold. It's going to wind up being a 13-yard penalty.
Okay. 9:36 left in the third. Fitzgerald up 7-0.
Canes come out in a single wing left. Stanley's going to split wide left. Goodwin and Davis are in the backfield. Davis is going to take the snap, go right up the gut with it. Maybe three on the carry. Going to get down to about the Bobcat 47-yard line. Well, those Bobcats have made the going tough up the middle tonight.
They really have, Stan. Let's give them some credit. Fitzgerald up only 7-0, and our rushing and passing stats that first half is not what we're normally seeing for the Hurricanes. Not that we've been real explosive all year, but we usually have been better than 95 yards total in the first half.
Cooper's back under center with Davis and Goodwin in the back, but he's going to quick pitch it out here to Goodwin. Nothing doing there. The Bobcats are all over it. Number 35 for the Bobcats. That's going to be range for the Bobcats. And the Hurricanes have a player down on the field. So with a timeout on the field, this timeout will be brought to you by the Family Home Center in Douglas. You stay tuned for more action here at JC Stadium.
All right, got it.
Whenever you're ready, Paul.
All right, 20 seconds. Three, two.
And on third down, Donald Wilcox takes a sweep left for 10 yards down to the Early County 40-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and 13 for the Hurricanes, and we're going to send the punting unit out on the field.
Stan, we got word earlier that our punter, Taylor Spivey, was injured, and that's why we've got this our other punter in there, who is, let me get number 17, LaFabian Boone. Waiting to hear an update on Taylor Spivey on his injury, but that was the change in the punter that we were wondering about in that first half.
Well, nice punt there for Boone. He's going to punt it down with good coverage by the Canes and down to the 15-yard line where it will be down. The Bobcats will take over 1st and 10 from their own 15. 7:41 left here in the third quarter. Fitzgerald leads 7-0. Bobcats are going to come to the line with two receivers split wide left, one lone back in the backfield. White's going to take the handoff, or give the handoff to number 10 for the Bobcats. That's going to be Antonio Boyd, and the Canes are acting like they may have the ball, but the officials have not made a call yet. They're going to rule that the runner was down. Boyd's going to pick up 1 on the carry. Just swarm tackling there by the Cane defense.
Last stop.
Second and 9 for the Bobcats at their own 16-yard line. 7:01 here in the third quarter. The Bobcats are going to come to the line with two receivers split wide left, one back in the backfield. White looks like he's changing the play at the line. He's going to go under center. He's going to send a man in motion, but there's all kind of confusion, and the Bobcats are going to take a timeout. So with a timeout on the field, this timeout will be brought to you by the Family Home Center in Douglas. You stay tuned.
All right, got it. Hey, well, I got y'all right here. Can you hear me, Bill?
Yeah.
One of y'all, please, I just got a text from Mickey. One of y'all, please give a shout-out to Grable Coleman. He's tuning in tonight. He's done called Mickey about 3 times.
All right, I'll. Well, Stan, this third quarter for both teams is kind of like we saw the first quarter and the second quarter. Just no one really taking control of this ball game. We're up just 7-0, but both offenses really sputtering tonight. Would you agree?
Well, no doubt. And you can accredit that to both teams' defense, I guess. some of it seems to be confusion on the Bobcat side, and the Bobcats' defensive front's just giving us a fit up front all night, and we just haven't been able to get anything going. But hopefully Coach Pruitt can get something dialed up here in this third quarter. But White's going to bring the Bobcats to the line. He's going to send a man in motion. He's looking out. Daniel James is in pursuit of White, and White's in trouble way back at the 4-yard line, and he's going to be sacked. That's what you call a coverage sack there. Defensive backs did a real good job keeping Early County's receivers in check, and White just really had nowhere to go, and it's going to be a big loss for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I've got him down to the 12-yard loss, Stan, and I might have been a little generous and only a 12-yard loss.
It's going to be third and about 22 for the Bobcats. It looks like the ball's going to be spotted at about the 4-yard line. The Bobcats are going to get into a heavy wing set, a heavy tight end package, and nothing going for the Bobcats. Maybe one on the play, one on the carry. That's Stovall again on the run, and the Bobcats will be forced to punt back to the Canes.
The last snap for the Bobcats was real high. That punter had to really go up and catch that thing. Now you snap it over his head here, and you're going to give up a couple of points on a safety.
Yeah, White standing right at the back of his own end zone. He doesn't have much room for error. Goodwin's going to be back deep to receive the punt for the Canes. He's got a good snap this time, and White's going to have a low spirally kick that's going to roll out of bounds. Let's see where he marks it. It should be right around the 40-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 44-yard line. Where the Hurricanes will take over, 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 44-yard line. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Nice job there by White getting that ball out like he did.
Yeah, 37-yard punt. We got out to the 44-yard line. We're at 5 minutes in this third quarter, and Fitzgerald up 7-0. I want to say hello to Grable Coleman listening tonight to Purple Hurricane football. We got some more folks that's text us in. We'll be giving you those in just a few minutes, and we've got some of our regulars listening that we'll be mentioning their name as well.
On first down, Pascal's going to take it right off left guard, and he's going to drive forward. He's going to get close to 15, 16 yards on the play. There's a flag on the play to it. It looked like to me that Pascal might have got his face mask monkeyed with a little bit, but let's wait and see what the call on the field is.
We're going to give him 15 on the pickup if it stands, and there that official is walking against the Bobcats. Stand, that's going to be
it's going to be a face
15-yarder, it looks like.
Yep. 15 on the carry and 15 on the penalty. That's going to put the ball down at the Bobcat 14-yard line. Nice hard running there by Pascal.
That's 70 yards of penalties for the Bobcats tonight. 8 of them for 70 yards. Want to say hello to Debbie Fitzgerald and her crew listening tonight, along with Vivian Pittman and Valerie Wilcox and all the folks with Cinderella's listening tonight.
Cooper's going to take the snap, and he's looking downfield, and he's got Drew Moore wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Nice job, Drew Moore, coming out of his tight end position. Nice throw and catch there by Cooper. The Bobcats are not expecting that. Trejo, we're going to attempt a two-point conversion, and we're going to throw a pass for a two-point conversion pass. Is going to be good. That's Drew Wiley on the two-point conversion reception. LaFabian Boone took the snap. Tossed the ball over to Drew Wiley for a two-point conversion. So with a timeout on the field, this timeout will be brought to you by Family Home Center in Douglas. There's 4:46 left here in the third quarter. Fitzgerald leads Early County 15-0. You stay tuned.
Stan, I didn't get the 2-point convert. So now the score is 15-0.
Over in kick down to the 10-yard line, and nice coverage there by the Hurricane defense. Going to make the tackle and around the 15-yard line. Nice tackle there by Donald Wilcox. They're actually going to spot the ball at about the 17-yard line. 4:41 left here in the third quarter. Early County has it 1st and 10 from their own 17.
Stan, recapping that scoring drive, and let's get this play in first.
Bobcats are going to come to the line with one receiver split wide left, 3 backs in the backfield. Going to send a man in motion, running the wingback trap to the left side, but Daniel James has got it all sniffed out. Going to be no gain on the play for the Bobcats. It's hard to fool the other defense when both offenses run the same scheme.
It is. It is, Stan. It sure is. And when you throw a little pass like that, it's kind of unexpected, and a good catch there in the end zone by Drew Moore for the Fitzgerald second touchdown of the night.
White's going to send 2 receivers wide left, 1 back in the backfield. He's looking to throw downfield, and kind of some of the same stuff we did. That's number 8 on the reception for the Bobcats. Going to be a big pickup out to the. They're going to mark it around the 47-yard line. That was Larry McKinney on the reception. And on first down, the Bobcats have exchanged problems in the backfield, and they're going to lose 5 on the play. Daniel James was in hot pursuit. We'll bring up 2nd and about 15 for the Bobcats. White's going to send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. He's going to send a man in motion, looking to throw a little quick out. Nice coverage there by the Hurricane. That's going to be Jaden Stanley and Daniel James and Drew Moore on the coverage. Maybe a 2-yard pickup is going to bring up 3rd and 13 for the Bobcats. Ball's at their own 45-yard line. 2:47 left here in the third quarter.
Stan, want to say hello tonight to Brandon and Michelle Joyner and Landry Marsh. They're listening and say go Canes, and a lot of you now are beginning to send us some information in. We'll be glad to pass that along to you. Also want to say hello to John Puckett, faithful listener on every Friday night.
There's going to be 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield with White. White's going to send a man in motion. Low snap. Daniel James is really applying pressure, and White has to throw the ball early. It's going to fall incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and 13 for the Bobcats.
Want to say hello to Tim and Sandy Woods, as they are always listening. Tim, I hope you're enjoying the ball game. Fitzgerald 15 and Early County 0.
It's like Coach Harvin is trying to decide on what he wants to do here. He's going to call a timeout to think about it. So with a timeout on the field, we'll send it back to Paul at the station for this Family Home Center timeout. Stay tuned.
Recapping that last scoring summary, but first of all, let's get this play here that's fixing to be run before we go back to that last drive and score for the Hurricanes.
White's going to bring the Bobcats to the line. He's going to have 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 wing back on the right. White's going to take the snap. He's looking to throw the ball, and we've got nice coverage there by the Hurricane defense. It looks like there was some confusion by the Bobcat receivers with 2 receivers in the same vicinity, but ball will fall incomplete. The Canes will take over on downs from the Bobcat 45-yard line.
Thank you, Marching Canes, for being here on fall break.
Our last scoring summary was at 4:46 in the third quarter. Sultan Cooper hit Drew Moore on a 15-yard touchdown pass. The point after was 2 for good. It was a LaFabian Boone to Drew Wiley for the 2-point conversion. It was a 3-play, 44-yard drive. And this scoring summary is brought to you by Melissa Burgess, owner agent of Coldwell Bankers Active Real Estate, and they're located at 125 South Main Street. Their phone number is 229-423-SOLD. That's 423-7653.
And on first down, Fitzgerald's going to get around the left end. That's number, let me catch this number for the Canes. And that's going to be Anthony McCray on the carry. He's going to get around the corner, and he's going to pick up big yardage for the Hurricanes. That's going to be around a 18, 19-yard pickup on first down. Nice hard run there by McCray. Donald Wilcox brings the Hurricanes to the line in a single wing set, and he's going to run right off right tackle, and he's going to pick up about 5 on the play. Those big guys up front are starting to push the pile a little bit. They're going to give him 6 on the carry. We'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Hurricanes at the Early County 21-yard line. McCray checks back in. At a half back in the single wing. We'll have 1 receiver to the right. McCray's going to take it right off right tackle, and he's looking to get upfield, and there's going to be another one of those yellow flags on the field.
McCray on the carry.
Might have picked up 1 on the play, but I believe that one's going to come back.
Georgia Davis on the stop, holding against the Canes.
Definitely a hold on the Canes. They're going to back it up 10 yards. It's going to bring up, let's see where the spot of the foul occurred. They're going to back it all the way back out to the 38-yard line. That's going to be about a 12, 13-yard penalty. 2nd and about 25. Fitzgerald's got the ball at the Early County 38-yard line. 1:07 left here in the third quarter. Donald Wilcox takes the snap. He's going to run around this left end, and he finds a seam. He's He's got 5, he's got 10, he's got 50, he's got 12, 13, 14 yards. He's going to get the penalty back plus 3 or 4 more. He's going to cross the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. They're going to mark him right at the 24.
That'll still give him 13, 14 on the play stand, and that's a manageable 3rd and 7 now. 35 seconds left in this third. Fitzgerald up 15-0. Let's put some points on the board right here, Stan, and feel a little more comfortable about this thing. We've got it 3rd and 7 at the Bobcat 24.
Cooper checks back in at quarterback. He's going to have Donald Wilcox at the wing right. Goodwin and Davis in the backfield, and going to hand the ball off to Wilcox, but kind of a mishandled handoff there. The Bobcats are going to tackle him for about a 3 or 4 yard loss.
Wilcox tackled by McKinney.
That's going to bring the ball's going to be spotted at just short of the 30-yard line. And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. Fitzgerald leads Early County 15-0. This timeout will be brought to you by the Family Home Center in Douglas. You stay tuned for the fourth quarter here at JC Stadium.
Our Fitzgerald High School cheerleaders.
He's looking to get around the left end and just kind of out of desperation throws it. Had pressure coming from the backside and just never could get the play developed downfield. But Early County will take over on downs at their own 29-yard line. That play just never had a chance to get going.
No, it didn't, Stan. And so the Bobcats will take over at their own 28 to make it their 29-yard line. We're up 15-0. 11:52 to go in the ball game. And reminding you, tomorrow is not Saturday.
I thought we'd done decided it was, and we was going to take off.
It seems like a Friday night football, but tomorrow's not Saturday.
Early County's going to have one receiver wide right and 2 backs in the backfield. White's going to hand it off right tackle, but nothing going there. Jaden Stanley and just that whole defensive front just collapsed the play. No gain, if not maybe a loss of a half a yard.
Stan, Jimmy, and Alicia Davis, they're listening to the ball game as they are every night. The Purple Hurricanes are on the radio. Also want to say hello to Paul Griffin. I know he's listening tonight. And I also want to say hello to Gerald and Susan Hogan. They're faithful listeners as well.
White brings the Bobcats with one receiver left. He's going to roll out to his left. A lot of pressure. Jump ball downfield and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Had good coverage by the Hurricane defense, but that's going to fall incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bobcats. That was one of those little 50-50 balls that we didn't have the best timing on our jump, but fortunately the ball falls incomplete. Bobcats are going to split a receiver out wide, left and right. One back in the backfield with White. White's going to take the snap. He's going to roll to his right, and he's looking downfield. And it's going to be complete, but it's going to be short of a first down. That's number 20 on the reception for the Bobcat. That's Hutchins. And they're going to give him about maybe 5 on the pickup. It's going to bring up 4th and a long 5 for the Bobcats at their own 34-yard line. 10:35 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Fitzgerald still leads Early County 15-0. Bobcats are obviously going for it here on 4th and 5. He's going to split a receiver out wide, right and left. He's going to have a wing back to both sides. White's going to be in the backfield by himself. He's going to send a man in motion to the right. White's looking for a little tunnel screen to the left. We're going to pick it off. That's Daniel James. He's going to score. Daniel James sniffed that ball out right from the get-go. Runs it 34 yards for a Fitzgerald touchdown.
Stan, that was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, they were setting up a little tunnel screen over here on this side, and Daniel James stepped right in front of it and
threw it to the wrong person. They did. Threw it to number 6, and Daniel James, after catching it, ran untouched into the Bobcat end zone, and with the point after, Fitzgerald up 22-0.
Let's send it back to Paul for this Family Home Center in Douglas timeout. You stay tuned. Interception return for touchdown. Fitzgerald's going to lead the Bobcats 22-0, and Trejo has the kickoff teed up for the Hurricanes. Trejo's going to kick a high end over end kick. It's going to go down to about the 15-yard line. Bobcats receivers got a little bit of running room and making one guy miss. He's going to be tackled at about the 35, 36-yard line. Nice return there by Hutchins for the Bobcats.
Stan, want to recap that last scoring summary, and it was a quick one. Daniel James, a 25-yard interception return for a touchdown. The point after was good, and it occurred at 10:06 in the ball game. And now your score is Fitzgerald 22, Early County nothing. And this in-game scoring summary is brought to you by Melissa Burgess, owner, agent of Coldwell Banker Active Real Estate, and they're located at 125 South Main Street in downtown Fitzgerald, and their phone number 423-SOLD. That's 423-7653.
The Bobcats are going to split two receivers out wide right. White's looking for, he's going to throw it out into the flats, and it's going to be caught. It's going to be about a 7, maybe 8-yard pickup on the play. Nice throw and catch there by the Bobcats. Going to bring up 2nd and 3 from their own 44-yard line. Bobcats going to send two receivers out to the left. White's going to take the snap and hand the ball off right tackle, and he's going to surge forward for maybe 4 yards on the play.
Play is good for Bobcats. Bobcat first down.
That was Stovall on the carry for the Bobcats. He didn't need but 3, maybe 2, and he looks like it gave him about 4 on the play. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 48-yard line. 9:09 left here in the 4th quarter. Fitzgerald still leads 22-0. White's going to send 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Stovall's blown back in the backfield. White's going to roll left. He's looking right. He throws the ball up, and it's going to fall incomplete. That was number 23, the intended receiver for the Bobcats. That's Joshua Lee. White kind of rolled out left, but then turned his direction and threw the ball basically down the sideline on the right side, but falls incomplete and bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats.
Stand on the night, the Bobcats have attempted 13, and they've completed 7 for 72 yards, but they've got 2 interceptions to go with that statistic. Of course, one resulted in a Fitzgerald interception return for a touchdown. 8:49 left here in the ball game.
There'll be 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left, 2 wing backs in the backfield with White. White's going to take the ball. He's going to keep it himself off right over the right side, and he's going to get 3 or 4 on the carry. But
White on the quarterback keeper.
Clock still running. 8:35 left here in the 4th quarter.
Moore and Lightsey on the last stop.
They're going to give White 4 on the carry.
Clock winding down on this Monday night football special. Fitzgerald and Early County. We're up 22-0.
There'll be 1 receiver to the left, 2 wing backs. And Coach John Gamble doesn't like what he sees, so we're going to call a timeout to think about it. So with a timeout on the field, this timeout will be brought to you by the Family Home Center in Douglas. You stay tuned. Well, with 8:07 left here in the ball game, Coach John Gamble didn't like what he saw on the Bobcat offense, so he calls a timeout to circle his troops and talk it over with his defense. And Early County's got it 3rd and 6 from the Fitzgerald 49-yard line, and Early County's going to send 2 receivers out to the left, 1 back in the backfield, and White's going to take the snap, but there's going to be flags on the play before the play is started, and indications are that Fitzgerald's offsides.
Offside against the Canes.
And that's going to be the case. So they're going to mark off 5 yards, and that's going to give them 5 of the 6 they needed. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Bobcats at the Fitzgerald 43-yard line.
Yeah, they're just 1 yard short of a first down. 8:06 left here in the game. We're up 22-0.
White's under center, sends 1 man in motion. He's going to hand it off the right guard, and he's going to get the yard that he needed, maybe 1 more. But
Snowfall on the carry.
Nice defense there by the Canes. Looks like
Curry and Brown on the stop. The play was good for Bobcat.
that was Xavier
first
Walker
down.
Those big guys up front just clogging up the hole, making the running hard. But Early County moves the chains. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Fitzgerald 41-yard line. 7:55 left here in the ball game. White again is going to send one receiver left. He's going to send a wing back in motion. Going to hand it off right tackle again. He's going to find a little bit of running room and pick up maybe 6 on the play.
On the carry.
That was Stuval on the play.
Lights on the tackle.
They're going to give him about 6 on the pickup. E.J. Lightsey on the tackle. For both of these teams to be primarily running teams, this second half is kind of just drug along.
It sure has. Stan, looks like we're going to go to 6-1 on the season.
White takes a snap and he rolls out to his left, and he's got a receiver right in the flats, but the ball's going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for Hutchins is incomplete.
And that was Hutchins was the intended
Joseph
receiver.
on the
Nice
coverage.
coverage there by Joseph.
6-1 Stan, and a road trip this Friday.
It's almost close enough to the next ball game,
Yeah.
not even unpack the car.
I was careful to say not next week home road game, but it's actually this week. We're going to be traveling over to Worth County for our road trip this Friday night, the Worth County Rams.
Third and 3 for the Bobcats, and they're going to hand the ball off to number 20, Stuval, over the right side. And
Hutchins on the carry.
he's going to get close to the first down marker. Looked like Landon Curry almost had him wrapped up in the backfield before the play got going, but they're going to say the Bobcats are about a yard short. It's going to bring up 4th and 1 from the Fitzgerald. Let's call it the 32-yard line. 6:24 left here in the ball game. Fitzgerald still leads Early County 22-0.
Stan, we've only run 11 plays in this second half, and that includes the punt. 10 offensive plays and a punt for Fitzgerald in this second half. So,
and on 4th down, the Bobcats, nothing going. Jaden Stanley just stacks the hole, and the Bobcat running back's going to lose a yard, and Fitzgerald will take over on downs with 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter.
all right, let's wind this clock down and finish this thing up. Fitzgerald going to win this ball game. We're up 22-0. 6-1 on the year, and another region contest next week, and I should say this Friday, not next week, just in a few days, and we'll get these uniforms all washed up and get ready for the Worth County Rams.
Got a wing right, Cooper under center. Going to hand the ball off to Davis off right guard, but nothing going there. The Bobcats.
Davis on the carry.
Maybe stopping for a half-a-yard loss. They're going to give him back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd 10 for the Hurricane. Cooper checks in to get the play.
Stan on the night, Denarius Goodwin, 8 carries, 36 yards. DeAndre Pascal, 2 carries for 24 yards. Cylon Davis, 5 carries for 8 yards.
And on 2nd down, Cooper throws the ball out here in the flats to Tillman, but it's going to go in and out of the hands of Tillman, fall incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Canes.
On the last coverage.
Just looking at the drive chart, neither team have ran many plays.
No, Sultan Cooper just kind of recapping his numbers tonight. 8 attempts completed, 3 for 26 yards. And rushing numbers, Donald Wilcox, 5 carries, 22 yards. Anthony McCray with 1 carry for 19 yards. Jacorian Paulk, 5 carries, 34 yards.
Cooper's going to take the snap, and he's rolling out looking for a receiver. He's got a receiver. That's going to be Joseph on the reception. Joseph really did a good job coming back. Cooper had to scramble to avoid pressure. Joseph's going to make the reception for about a 12-yard gain. He's going to give the Hurricanes a fresh set of downs at the Early County 45.
First down,
Excuse me, the Fitzgerald 45.
I've got that for Joseph's first reception of the night, and Stan, you said 11, 12 yards, picked up a first down. Fitzgerald only 3 first downs in this second half. We have 9 total in the ball game.
Anthony McCray checks in the single wing for the Hurricanes. He's going to have one receiver left. McCray's going to take the snap. He's going right back up the gut. Nice surge there by that big offensive line. Going to push McCray for about a 4-yard gain, getting close to midfield. 4:30 in county here in the fourth quarter. Fitzgerald still leads 22-0.
That was McCray on that carry, Stan?
Yep.
Okay.
Rolling on the last tackle.
Got Donald Wilcox checking in at halfback. He's going to take the snap, and we're going to run the wingback trap to Polk back around this right side. Nice coverage there by the Bobcats. Polk's going to pick up about 2 on the carry. He's going to cross midfield down to the Bobcat 49, where it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Polk on the carry, Stevens on the tackle.
Clock still running. We're down to 3:40 left here in the ball game. McCray's going to check back in at halfback. Jaden Stanley split wide right. Trying to going with a heavy count, trying to get the Bobcats to jump. McCray checks the sideline to get his play. McCray's going to take the snap. He's running right off right guard, and he's going to get close to the first down marker. It's just going to depend on the spot. It's going to be whether we get a right foot or a left foot spot, but he's right at the first down marker.
Right on the carry.
He's going to be
Kenny
just
on
a
the
little bit
tackle.
short, but going to bring up 4th and inches for the Hurricanes. McCray gets it down to almost, we got to cross over the 45 for the first down, and the ball is
Fourth
just
down
short of the 45.
and inches for the Canes.
Line up in a single wing left. Cylon Davis is going to take the snap, and he's going to get the first down, and he's going to get 5, 6, 7, 8 yards more. And carry it all the way down to the 32, 33-yard line. Going to give Davis about 13 on the pickup.
Davis on the carry, Stapleton on the stop.
Needed 6 inches and going to pick up 13 yards, 12 yards.
Another Fitzgerald first down.
2:20 in counting here left in the ball game. We're going to stay in that single wing set with Donald Wilcox at the halfback. He's going to take the snap, looking off left tackle, and he's going to find just a little bit of running room. The Bobcats close in quickly, but Wilcox is going to pick up about
Wilcox
4 on the play.
carry.
Down under 2 minutes left here in the ball game. Fitzgerald still
Easy on
leads
the
early
stop.
22-0.
A lot of runners tonight for Fitzgerald, Denars Goodwin, and Dontre Pascal, Cylon Davis, Jacorian Polk, E.J. Lightsley with 2 carries, Sultan Cooper, Donald Wilcox, Anthony McCray. Just a lot of folk carry the football for the Hurricanes tonight. 1:36 left in the ball game.
McCray's going to take the snap. He's going to come back with a wing back trap to Cylon Davis. Going to be a short pickup on the play.
H on the stop. Davis on the carry.
2 yards. 1:20 left here in the ball game. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Hurricanes at the Bobcat 32-yard line. That's the 27-yard line.
Stan, can you get your team focused after a Monday night ball game, a practice on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, and can you get them ready to play Friday night on a road game?
Well,
it's going to be a challenge.
We're going to find out in 4 days. I'm sure that there's a lot that Coach Pruitt's going to have to say to his players about tonight's game. This has not been one of the the best efforts I've seen us have all year. And, you know, here we are with 48 seconds left in the ball game.
Well as early
we're having to call a timeout for
safe,
communication problems.
Trip
So
home.
I'm sure a lot of this will be addressed at practice next week or tomorrow and Wednesday to prepare them for Worth County.
Going to win this one tonight, though, 22-0. And we're going to move into another region match Friday night over at Worth County. And then we'll finish up, we'll be back with another region game here against Thomasville, and then the final game down at Cook County as the season continues on. So
on third and 4, Antonio McCrae's going to take the handoff, and he's just going to keep it himself around the right edge, and he's going to get to the corner. He's getting down to the 15, 13, 12-yard line before he's tackled. It's going to bring up first down for the Canes. I don't know that we'll run another play.
Crispin and Davis on the stop.
Nice run there by McCrae, getting it down to the 13-yard line. There's 32 seconds left here in the ball game. Donald Wilcox is going to take the snap, and he's just running right up the gut around left tackle. And he's going to be tackled for about a 3 or 4 yard pickup, and that should be the last play of the ball game.
Stevens on the tackle.
Under 10 seconds left. Fitzgerald will win the ball game tonight, 22-0 over the Bobcats. You stay tuned for the wrap-up show here at JC Stadium. We'll be right back.
The Canes are winners tonight, 22-0.
I want to thank all the fans that may be headed home listening on the radio. Thank you for coming out to the stadium tonight to support these Purple Hurricanes. And before we get into some team stats, individual stats, I want to go down on the field where Hal Wiley has the head football coach of the Purple Hurricanes, Tucker Pruitt. And Hal, take it away.
Bill, thank you. We having a little conversation with the Twins down here, but I think, Coach, what did you just ask the Twins? Did we win?
Yeah, they didn't say nothing. I think they feel like I feel. We won, but some ways they don't feel like it. You know.
Well, Coach, 22-0 in a region win. We all know that there's plenty we can work on. And you said to your team earlier in your post-game talk, we can be as good as we want to be.
Yeah, you know, tonight on offense, you know, you take the opening drive and drive it all the way down the field and score and look like one team. And then after that, get penalties on every drive and hold and let people in the backfield and look like a completely different team. So we got a lot to work on, but kudos to our defense and our defensive staff. Not only did they get a shutout, but they also scored a defensive touchdown. And it's really exciting that they're playing good and keeping us in it.
Well, Coach, this week has been crazy. I think we'd have been knee-deep in water if we'd have tried to play Friday night, a Monday night football game. Have you ever had to do anything like this?
No, I've had some Saturday ones, but not a Monday one, and definitely not with a quick turnaround and another Friday one here in 3 or 4 days. So we'll have to put this behind us. We'll have to, you know, look at the tape, and obviously we got a lot of improvements to make and have a quick turnaround to get ready for Worth County on Friday.
Well, let's talk about what this week's going to look like, because it is going to be a lot different than normal, because obviously today's Monday. What's going to be the big difference?
We're going to cut out our Thursday practice and basically have a normal Tuesday practice tomorrow, and then have a Wednesday practice the next day. And we basically we'll miss our mock game, but we're just going to have a Monday practice tomorrow on Tuesday, a Tuesday practice on Wednesday, and a Wednesday practice on Thursday, and be ready to play Worth Friday.
Well, Coach, let's go celebrate this 22-0 region win, and good luck next week.
Yeah, I'm going to go get ready for Worth.
All right, guys, back up to you.
All right, Hal. Nice win tonight.
He said he was going to get back to work. He ain't got time to celebrate.
That's right. He's probably already got somebody loading his film for him now.
Yeah, you probably right. Back up to you guys.
All right, thank you, Hal. And the Fitzgerald Purple Hurricanes winners here tonight, 22-0. A lot of folks out on the field, cheerleaders, and our team obviously making their way to the field house to wind this day up. A Monday night special. We're glad you've joined us. Still more to come. Fitzgerald 22, Worth County nothing. Back after this timeout.
Community Banking Company of Fitzgerald is honored and excited to partner with the Fitzgerald High School, College and Career Academy audio-video pathway to bring live streaming events to Fitzgerald High School. We are dedicated and committed to the future of our community, and the children and school system in Ben Hill County are integral to that success. Enjoy the live streaming Purple Hurricane action. Go Canes!
In 1A public school, Irwin County defending state champions. It's a great ball game tonight, but Fitzgerald had the better team tonight, Stan.
Jump directly into your future with Wiregrass Georgia Technical College. Wiregrass Georgia Tech offers hundreds of programs in areas like healthcare, business, and professional and technical services. Our graduates succeed sooner. Apply today at wiregrass.edu.